and quite literally breeds integrations around here, Chancellor. He's our integrations product manager and the reason your workflows don't break. So if your HubSpot or Salesforce things ever felt magically seamless, you know who to thank. So before we move on, let's look at the agenda for today. It's sweet and simple. We will have a quick introduction to Fireflies for the ones who are new here, overview of CRM integrations by Shantanu, a live demo specifically for HubSpot, and then we dive into some of the FAQs. And you're very welcome to drop your questions in the chat box. So let's move on. So, for the ones who are new here, Fireflies is the AI teammate for meetings, trusted by 20 million plus users across 500,000 organizations. Sure, it records and transcribes meetings, but it's more than just a passive note taker. It helps automate entire workflows with 200 plus AI apps, live chat, live assist, and native integrations with your stack. And today, we're going to be zooming into our CRM superpowers. So moving on. Over to you, Chan. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Karishma. So just like Karishma said, integrations form a crucial aspect here at Fireflies. We connect with almost 70 plus app across various categories like note taking. We have project management, task management, CRMs, and storage integration. So CRMs are one of the most used integration that we have here at Fireflies. So one thing to note here is one of the biggest gaps in sales ops today is what happens after the meeting ends. A lot of teams spend so much time on CRM hygiene. So that includes manually logging notes, updating opportunities, creating tasks. And yet most of it either goes undocumented or it's usually done hours or even days later. So most of the time it's often inaccurate. So that's where Firefly steps in. So our CRM integrations are not just about sending notes. It's an AI teammate that is designed to completely eliminate the admin overhead from your teams. So every meeting that you take is automatically captured, summarized, and logged into your CRM without lifting a finger. So it can be about syncing key action items to a deal in HubSpot, attaching summaries to a contact in Salesforce. So Fireflies will ensure that the CRM becomes a real-time system of record that is accurate, contextual, and always up to date. So it's not always just about saving time. It's much more than that. So that's what Firefly is all about. It's about unlocking better forecasting, making your CRM clean, and ensuring there's tighter collaboration. And all that you need to do is focus on smarter selling. With that being said, we offer, like Karishma said, we offer 17 plus CRMs, and that ranges across HubSpot, Salesforce, Zoho, Wealthbox, Affinity, Attio, and a lot more. Do feel free to check out our entire portfolio. With that being said, for this demo, we'll take a look at HubSpot. So pretty much the entire CRM lineup that we have follow the similar flow. So we'll just take a look at how HubSpot works, and I'm sure that you'll be able to resonate with the rest of the CRM integrations as well, because it's pretty much similar. With that being said, let's dive in right away. Let me share my screen. So here I am at Fireflies. I hope I can, yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Yes. Okay. So I'm under integrations. So I also want to take this opportunity to show that we've completely redesigned the integration store. No worries, this will be rolled out real shortly for all of you. We've already shipped it to some of our users. We are, fine tuning it a little bit. You'll see this new UX real soon. It's, super crisp and clear. So with that being said, just find HubSpot in the integration store. Here I have it. And once you're on HubSpot, just click connect. So the moment you click connect, you'll be redirected back to HubSpot to provide Fireflies with the necessary authorization and permissions. I have a test account here. So I also want to take another opportunity and show that we are a HubSpot certified app. Like most of our CRM integrations, we always ensure that our app is verified and certified by the respective integration. So here you have certain configurations that you can set up with HubSpot and the Fireflies integration. So like I said, unlike our competitors, our integrations work in a way where you just have to set up once and Fireflies will take care of the rest. So there's no human in the loop setup involved. But we are planning to bring in certain aspects, but for now, it's just a configure one setup. So I have an option to create meeting participant as a lead. So if this option is enabled, every new meeting participant detected in your meeting, Fireflies will create them as a lead in your CRM if they don't exist. If this option is disabled, Fireflies will create them as a contact instead. But for my workflow, I'd appreciate it if it was a lead. So I'll just click continue. So I have an option that says only log meeting data if a contact or a lead already exists in the CRM. So there are cases where some customers would not prefer Fireflies creating new contacts or leads. And for those use cases, you can just have this option enabled. So this will override the previous option. And only if a contact or a lead exists in the CRM, Fireflies will map notes to that specific contact based on your participant information from the meeting. So I'll click continue. So log just as a note after a meeting ends. So Fireflies by default will log both as an event and a note in HubSpot. So event is nothing but a meeting. So I just want the note to be sent. I'll just enable that. Fireflies, the HubSpot Fireflies integration is quite special. So that's why I chose HubSpot for this demo. So we have an option to transcribe HubSpot dialer calls, which means that HubSpot, the integration that we have is not just a push integration, but also a pull integration. So you get the notes, you push it to integration, which is a push integration. But we also have an option to transcribe HubSpot dialer calls, which is pull. So if we have this enabled, all the calls that you have in HubSpot will be transcribed by Fireflies and summarized as well. So there are customers who prefer not only just logging notes to contacts or leads, they also want to do it for companies as well. So if you want that to happen, you can just enable it here. So we also added an option to create tasks from meeting action items. Every meeting action item discussed in that specific call will be created as a task in HubSpot. So let's say for this example, let's say I'm in a meeting with Karishma and I say, hey Karishma, can I have the slides by end of day today? Fireflies will automatically understand that that is an action item and create a task in HubSpot for you. So I'll just enable that. So you also have an option to log meeting data under deals, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to end the settings. I'm just going to click save. And that's pretty much it. It takes less than 2 minutes to save your HubSpot configuration. So that being said, I also want to walk you through on how your meeting data looks like in HubSpot. So it's like I said, it's pretty much the same workflow for the rest of your CRMs, just that the lingo changes. So for HubSpot, it's basically contacts, companies, and deals. And Salesforce, it's pretty much contacts, opportunities, and accounts. So let's take a look at how the nodes look in HubSpot. So let me just go to a sample contact. I've created a test contact for myself in one of my tests. So once you're in the contact record, you can find all the meeting notes that Firefly sends to you to HubSpot in the notes section. As you can see over here, this is a sample call. And every time I have a meeting with a specific contact, Fireflies will automatically send the notes to the notes section. The notes are crisply formatted. It has all the details that you ever need to know about that specific meeting with the contact. And it's pretty much the same for deals and companies as well. So you have all the notes here. And so this is pretty much the same thing for companies. This is pretty much same thing for other CRMs. And for HubSpot, we do have added features. The things that you see over here on the right side are basically called app cards, are nothing but like widgets in your phone where you can add, like you have the calendar widget, you have the weather widget in your phone, right? So similarly, HubSpot lets you add app cards, which are basically third-party apps that you can add as widgets to your HubSpot view. And I have these enabled. So all of these are corresponding AI apps in Fireflies. So AI apps offer a plethora of use cases that you can test out. Feel free to do that. So the customer satisfaction score app, the sales coach app, the customer health score app are all out-of-the-box AI apps that Fireflies support, and all of them are visualized here in HubSpot. So here, basically, if you have the AI apps enabled for the meetings that you have with a specific contact, all of these will be auto-updated. So let's say I want to know how satisfied this contact was after my last call. All that I need to do is take a quick glance at my CSAT Fireflies app card here, and I can just get the idea on like what really happened. And that's pretty much it. So like I said, at the end of the day, before that, let me just show you one thing. So for HubSpot and Salesforce, we have an option to configure team settings, and which means basically you can apply your HubSpot configuration to your entire Fireflies team if you're an admin. Let me show you how to do that. So we have something called team settings here, and we have team integrations. And once you're in team integration, you can see HubSpot and Salesforce here. So if you have this enabled, the configuration that you created will be applied to your entire team in Fireflies. So for the rest of the integrations, obviously you have team options. If enabled, you can send meetings that you have access to. The rest of your, let's say you have enabled team options as an admin, and you have users who take meetings. And if you have access to those meetings will be sent to your CRM account as well for other integrations. But for team integrations, we support HubSpot and Salesforce, which ideally means the configuration in itself will be applied to the Fireflies users. So that's pretty much what I had to show to you. So at the end of the day, if you take a look, your CRM is only as powerful as the data that's inside it. So Fireflies will make sure that the data is rich, not only rich, it's accurate, and at most it's instantly usable. So no more copy pasting, no more forgotten follow-ups. So all that you need to do is stop relying on your memory, just clean structured insights flowing directly from your calls into your CRM right after a one-time integration. So your team can focus faster, sell smarter, and never miss a beat. Over to you, Karishma.
Thank you, Chancellor. That was a super comprehensive demo. I'm sure a lot of questions have already answered, but we do have a few questions here, and then there'll be some more coming in. So let's start with the first one. Can I configure team integrations for the CRMs? I know you already kind of took that, but if there's anything you want to add here.
Oh, okay, sure thing. Yes, like I said, you can configure team integrations for HubSpot and Salesforce. For rest of the CRM integrations, you have team options, which ideally means that if you have access to those team member meetings in Fireflies, all those meetings will also be sent to the rest of your CRMs. But for HubSpot and Salesforce, pretty much you can apply your configuration to your teammates as well. So team options supported for all the CRMs. Team integration is supported for HubSpot and Salesforce.
Awesome. Okay, let's move on. Can Fireflies automatically create a new lead after a call?
Yes, absolutely. So that is also configured during a setting. So almost all CRMs have this setting. So not only just mapping meeting notes, you can automatically create a new lead or even a contact after a call based on a configurable toggle. Got it.
Moving
The next
on.
question, when
Okay.
no worries, I'll read it.
All right,
When
that's
will my
fine.
meeting start to sync once I integrate my CRM? Okay, got it. Like I said, so in Fireflies, we have a design ideology where we handle most of the tasks for the user. So that is why most of our integrations are a one-time setup. We are bringing in certain manual aspects down in the future, but right now it's just a configure one setup. So once you configure HubSpot, you're pretty much set. So you can just go on about having your calendar meetings, and Fireflies will take care of the rest based on the pre-configured settings for you. So right after your meeting ends, within just a few minutes, you can find the updates back in your CRM.
Awesome. So before we log off, Chantanu, what are you most excited about in the coming future for integrations?
Um, That's a good question. So right now, integrations are one of the most important aspects. We are working on improving the stability and the reliability on a regular basis. But as and when the integration endpoints that we support are adding new features, we are constantly updating our integrations to catch up with them as well. So that includes any feature. So like I said, when we build something here at Fireflies as an integration, we want to ensure that all the features that the endpoint support is something that we can cater to as well. So with that being said, we are improving the reliability, we are improving the stability of it. We have a lot of other things coming up. It's not just about meeting notes, how it can autofill rest of your fields in HubSpot and Salesforce and rest of the CRMs. Um, you know, more improved manual push of tasks, and a lot of other features are really coming soon. So you can expect a lot of integration related features that will be available by Q3 25. And yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. But that being said, we have a lot of exciting things coming up, so you can watch the space.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, that's a wrap from us. Head over to fireflies.ai/integrations to connect your CRM today and take it for a spin. That's all from my end. Thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you.